Greetings. How are you? I hope you are well. I'm coming to you live from Le Castellet in France, in the mountains north of Marseille. Since my last video transmission, I had expected to be back in Basel, Switzerland by now, but the mothers, meaning Magdalene and the Mary Saint Lemire, the three Marys, intervened on that occasion, on that intention, to my pleasure. And so I wanted to speak to you on the topic of intervention, divine intervention. Divine intervention as guidance, yeah. I'm sure many of you have experienced intervention, divine intervention. The intention, although our intention is in alignment with the divine intention, so with the divine intervention, and so it is agreeable to be here and to complete the guidance of the divine intervention. And in that, I mean that the visits and the hiking that we've done this past week up the mountain to the grotto of Le Saint-Baume, where the grotto of Mary Magdalene exists, and the journey over to Le Saint-Lemire, Mary Saint Lemire, and the journey to the Deerskin River is all a part of the intention, certainly, which was for us to bring the balance, the understanding or the proof of balance in the DNA of the feminine and the masculine, to bring that balance into oneness as a pillar, and to bring that proof to the mothers by way of the DNA, certainly, also by way of what I call the super blend. The super blend consists of the grains of earth and grains of sand that we have collected and that we have programmed into our protocols and ceremonies on locations at every location, actually, for this past year. That included the grains in the DNA of the earth from Egypt and the pyramids, all pyramids that we managed to complete. Karnak, the step pyramids, Cheops, the Sphinx. And so we had gathered the grains in the earth from these places and gathered them into a super blend of our protocol with the kotahara, which is the crystal grain, when we are delivering our protocols and ceremonies. The crystal grain is added to program our intentions. We leave a piece of the grains at each of those locations, and we also take the balance and the remaining to the next locations on our journeys. So this divine intervention was delivered in a question. The question was, do you have proof of and DNA of balance in male and female? And this is obviously concerning what we are doing. I am not speaking on behalf of anyone else. And so the work we do was to obviously bring that proof. In ceremony delivered in a container that we've been carrying, that I've been carrying, that has the blend in it. Also in ceremony through the Iayor. The Iayor refers to mother, father, refers to the upper frequency, lower frequency in meditation. A particular type of meditation, a particular type of connection, communication. Very, very strong grounding yoga, if you'd like to say, or meditation. I would say kawa for the Lemurian. And so this Iayor has a very strong connection to mother-father balance, to center the pillar within, to center the duality into unification through Iayor, the proof in the balance of the DNA, the proof in the balance of the consciousness. A practice that I would offer for you to learn and understand. Through the Iayor comes much compassion. Through Iayor comes much healing, cleansing of the wound. Through the balance of the feminine and the masculine comes much cleansing and producing love, of course, and peace. But are you a willing participant? That is the question. And so the journey to Mother was to bring that proof. As I entered into the grotto, and particularly Magdalene's grotto, as I still have parts of shadow I must atone for, and therefore immediately I began a journey into atonement. And so physically I was being calibrated and transformed. I began to feel very imbalanced, very like I was standing in a vortex with a very heavy, thick energy that I knew was coming from past lives and past shadow that I had been, in particular in the second Lemuria, and later lives that I had, the shadows that I had been, what I had done. I felt that, and so I went into ceremony for myself in another part of the grotto. I felt sick. I felt very heavy, very dense, only for a short while, as long as I went into to pay the atonement physically, and then go into ceremony in the Iayor to be in balance and ground with it, so that it may be lifted, so that the atonements can be received and completed. And this is what happened. That is exactly what happened. It was a painful experience on the physicality, but also a beautiful experience as the completion brought the feeling of light, the feeling of compassion, and the understanding, deeper understanding, into the unification process of mother, father, and the child, of which you are. And so the divine intervention, a cleansing for myself of my wounds and the wounds that I caused, and proof that I am standing in balance with mother and father, as I am the child. As I always say, I stand in my power for the mother, in the light of father, to serve the child, that which is the eternal memory. We can say these things, but we must also do them. What divine interventions have you experienced recently? Where have you gone? What have you spoken in your intentions? What have you intended? What have you decided would be your would be the answer to the questions given to you through divine interventions, excuse me. Those words are too close together. So, when I came from the grotto, we were departing the grotto. I was so light-footed. On the way down the mountain, I was bouncing and dancing a little. My thighs and my knees felt powerful, like life and power was coming back to them like the good old rugby days. And absolutely started feeling very powerfully light, at ease with everything, but very powerful. So I'm coming down this mountain where normally I would be like, I haven't worked out or exercised in a long time. Sort of retired from the rugby world and things. And yet I achieved this. And it was a strong effort on our part to go up that mountain, do the protocol, be in the atonements, face my shadows, cleanse the wound, give thanks in a very powerful primary protocol, and then come back down. And I was honored and so grateful to be there. Of course, I stand in my powerful mother, we all know, in the light of Father. And so this also occurred days ago in Spain as we were traveling up the mountain to at the Alhambra, and then also by the Sacramonte mountain, which is on that day we were going up, it was 45 degrees Celsius with a barometer reading was fairly high, even at 50 or 60 degrees of humidity. We powered through it. Sun was belting down, and I got it to the top. We all walked up that mountain in the heat of the day. No shelter, no umbrella. And we did the protocol too when we got there. It's a very powerful protocol, which again requires a lot of energy, so much powerful energy. And then what came was so much gratitude, so many wounds were cleansed. The shadow on the mountain from the wars of the Inquisition were being brought to their knees in the face of compassion. Yeah, we had to do all of these things, and physically, mentally, spiritually, and as a practitioner, a tohunga, to deliver these protocols and ceremonies with such precision and powerful intention. This is the work. This is the work that I do. I can't say it's the work you do. I can only say it's the work that I do. But these divine interventions are part of the guidance. As we know now, prophecies are no longer. Prophecies are completed. You have only but yourself and your own intentions to move through into the future of what you need to do now. And do you know yourself? Are you serious about yourself? Serious about what you do, who you are, and what you are in balance with? Have you proven that? Put yourself to the test and let's see. Go up the mountain at 45 degrees heat, which is over 110 degrees, with humidity. Deliver your ceremonies and protocols in the heat of the day with powerful injection, powerful intention, and come back down smiling. and make photos and make videos so we can see this. So it'd be great. This is effort, action, commitment, loyalty to yourself, loyalty to others, loyalty to the balance. Ia, your mother, father. So, I thank you for this time. I am grateful to be here. We are now in the understanding of circular time, known as fractal time. Linear time is now on its way out. If it's up to you, it would be gone by now. So there is still some linear time to work with, but there is circular time, which is eternal memory. It is all memory. Historic and forward memory. Historic and future and present. Memory, circular. Anyway, I hope this is of use. I make these offerings on behalf of the ASC and Modi Order Society. Into the new communities of harmonization versus civilization. Divine intervention is guidance. Keep listening. Take care.